him from the yard.
This is Don the Diecast Pirate, and today I have for you the first car that I attempted to restore on this channel. And first of all, we're going to start out with this one that I just got yesterday. And we're not actually restoring this car in this video. And this week is supposed to be a subscriber's choice build. And right now it's the night before the video's due, so we're not going to try and do a custom on that. I'm pretty sure I know which car it's going to be. And when I go to do that, I think there's going to be some fabrication on that. And I don't want to try to get whatever that is done in one night. That being said, I could do this car, which is a Hong Kong custom Barracuda Aqua. One of the wheels broke, one of the bearings broke off. But what I am going to do instead is finish this. And this car has been sitting in this condition for months and months and months. It was the first Sweet 16 that I attempted to start a restoration on, and first one that I attempted to polish, it had a lot of corrosion. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back and see all the old footage, and then we'll continue on tonight and get this finished up for the video. So I really hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's go back in time and see what we're working with. Hello again, this is Don, the Diecast Pirate, and today I'm going to attempt my first restoration. So let's bring in the car. And there it is. We have, after we get it off the truck, a Hot Wheels Redline custom Barracuda. This is the Hong Kong version, and it has seen better days. So let's just get a look here. You can tell this front axle is broken. Just looking at the rear axle, get a load of that. It's all rusty in there. I can tell that's not going to be any good. So we had to get a parts car. Let's bring in the parts car. So, as a parts car donor, I found this one, which has also seen better days, but it has a really good base and a really good axles. So let's take a look at what we have here. If I can get this in there without tearing things up more than I have to. Alright. Hopefully I drilled this enough. Alright. So there's that one. Alright. Let's see what we see. Holy cow! Things were going inside this car! Yeah, that axle was toast. Bought this car because I really have fascination with the purple on purple, and I've seen these things go for way more money than they should on eBay, and this was one I got pretty cheap. So here we go. Let's see now. If you notice, this glass is cracked right there, and I don't know if I think there's another crack there, but we'll clean that up and take a look at it. I do have a replacement glass for it. Oh, there it goes. But yeah, so this was actually underground. So yeah, and that base is bent. Probably straighten that. But I just want to go with a good donor. I think I might have to drill this one more. Yeah, it's coming apart easier there. Well, it wants to. Does not want to come apart, huh? Alright, so there's our good donor base. See if these are going to go together pretty well. So it looks like the front might be matching up good. Okay, I think I got that fitting together pretty nicely. Alright, so I have some Dawn dish soap in here. Let's see what we can take a look at here. Let's get our towel ready. Got all these towels left over from when I had the cars all in storage and everything. Let's take a look. Doesn't help if I put my hand in the way, huh? Well, this is awkward. Can I do it left-handed? You know, while we're scrubbing this one, let's get these other parts in there. Alright. Yeah, the other base isn't too dirty, but yeah, this is pretty bad there, and this axle is definitely breaking there. What did I do with the other one? There it is. I'm sure I can save those bearings for another car, but you know, definitely don't want to stick yourself with that. So I'm just going to put that right in the trash can down there and get it out of the way. Let's scrub this body up some more. It's got dirt flying everywhere, making a mess. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'm going to scrub all this stuff in the sink and then I'll be back. So this is the original base of the car, and yeah, it's pretty tarnished there. I did get all the dirt out of the body there, and this interior cleaned up great, you know, with the original steering wheel and everything. Let's go ahead and get these wheels off of here, being careful not to cut that bearing. One. Two. Bear with me, guys. This one is being stubborn, I tell you. Alright, got that one. And that one came right off. There's that. Got the new glass. If this glass cleans up really good though, even with that crack in it, I like the temp better on this, so we might just go ahead and put that original glass back in the car. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that. I just can't tell with it being partially wet. That's pretty. That crack's too big. We'll go with that replacement glass there. So the one on the right's from the Redline shop, and the one on the left I bought from a seller on eBay. And I have fitted hoods from the Redline shop before. One of those almost looks like it's a US hood. I wonder if that's supposed to be a US hood. I have to check that out. Obviously, you know, you'd file the burrs off and everything, and I'm not going to do this on camera because my eyes aren't what they used to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to file this point a little bit, see if we can get this profile better. And you don't want to use pressure on this at all. You just want to let your tool do the work, because we're not trying to do it all really quick. Just take your time, okay, when you're working with these. Just because you can always take more if you need to, but you can't put it back, right? So I'm not exactly sure how that point's gonna fit. I don't want to do anything too much with that yet. I have another file in here that is kind of curved on one side. I like to use this type of file for the inside, for the back edge of the hood. Let's see if we can get it in the camera there. Just so we can not take too much, right? Just take it to the right amount. And then you have this there, because all you're wanting to do with this is round it off. You don't want to take it all away. Okay. You don't want to put any pressure on these at all. I have never broken one of these. But I have seen it done. Okay. So, there's that. And then what I'll do, because right now if I just take this hood and put it up underneath there, it's not going to go back in those slots. So we have to open them up. Okay. So that's what I had this needle file for. And all I'm going to do here is I just want to stick that in. It'll probably come in from the top here. Yeah. And all we're going to do is try and, here, let's see if we can get it so you can see it. Not very good lighting here. You know what? I think this will show it. I'm going to do the rest of this off camera. So all I'm going to do is twist that going up in there. Okay. And then on the other side, I'll do the same thing, but twist it counterclockwise. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking material off of right there. I don't want to take it off the front, I want to take it off the back. So on this side, I'm going to spin this file clockwise so it takes it off the back side. And on this side, I'll spin it counterclockwise. I'll do that off camera. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm done with that. So there's that. And if you just take that in mind and, you know, take your time working with these, they will work. Okay. So I was just checking the fitment of everything. The back looks nice. The hood's fitting nice. It looks like the front of the bottom, the base and the front of the body are not going together quite like they should. So I'm going to figure that out off camera. Okay, so I don't remember where I left off the last time, but we're going to continue on. So welcome back to the future now. And some things that I've done along the way. So this is a hood from the Redline shop, which John at the Redline shop no longer sells hoods. In the meantime, since I got this hood fit to the car, I have an original hood to use on this. And we're going to strip this down and use it on this car. Still need to clean the base up, get it polished, whatnot. And taking a look at this body, it's kind of rough. But for what it is, I think what we're going to do is, well, obviously we'll get it cleaned up. Lots of fuzz in there from sitting around. We'll get this cleaned up. I'm noticing a little burr inside that wheel, well, the arch there. We'll get that cleaned up. And I need to scrub this out really good. So I know what color, obviously, you know, we're going back to the original Spectra Flame Purple on this car because it has the lavender interior. Yeah, we're not going to use these. We're going to use deep dish wheels on this one. Here's that original interior that I cleaned up. Here is another hood, and this is one that I bought off of eBay, I think, from, it's been so long ago, I think I got this one from GPH Wheels. So if you compare these three hoods, the one from the Redline shop looks like it was more true to the original. But we're going to put an original hood on this car. And then We have the original glass that did have a crack in it, which a couple of cracks in it, which is why I decided to replace it. And then we have the replacement glass for it, and I'm not sure who I got this from, but we're going to use that. It's a little bit lighter color, but that's okay. And get this cleaned up, and we'll come back when we're ready for paint. I'm not going to show any more of this process because I don't know how much footage I have, and I want to include as much of what I already recorded as I can. So we'll come back when we're ready for paint. I'm going to obviously, I'm not going to try to polish this car anymore the way it is. This car is very rough. So I think what I want to do is lay some Style and Rest primer on it, and then we'll go with the base coat, and then we'll go with the purple over the top, but I got to get it prepped for paint. So we'll come back when we're ready for paint. Flitz, polish. If you don't have some, you should get some. Great stuff. Perfect. Okay, so first of all, here is the stripped original hood. It does have a little bit of, and more likely this hood would polish up nicely, I believe. But we're not going to do that. We're going to spray the base coat on it. But what I'm going to do, and this is similar to the Chaparral, is I'm going to spray the body without the hood on, but I'm going to primer the body, and then I'm going to spray the base coat on the hood and the body, and then I'll put the hood in and spray the purple over top. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you, more than you know, my custom Barracuda from Hong Kong, Sweet 16, and purple Spectra Flame. Man, this has been a long time coming. Let's get it up on the turntable and take a look at it. This car has been a long time in the works. I started this back in January when I first ramped up production on my channel, and I honestly don't remember what all I recorded. I'll just do a recap on everything that I remember. I stripped it down, cleaned it up. I went to polish it, and this is the first time I had ever tried to polish one of these older cars, and I put too much speed and heat into it. Didn't know what I was doing. It was my first trial and error. I wasn't sure how it would come out. You know, it's still showing some of the flaws in the back quarter panel there, where, because this car had been in the ground. It looks like it was so full of dirt. And I had no hood. And the base, if I remember right, the base was bent so much. Got the base from another car, and it had to straighten it out and to make it fit. We ended up getting an original hood off of eBay. And put it in the car. I put a little dab of super glue, the gel super glue, over each hinge, and a bit of the Instaset, and then I moved the hood back and forth. And what that means is, when I open this hood, it stays open now. And remember how dirty that engine was, and look how that looks now. And it's not perfectly shiny like the base is, but it looks good. We got those deep dish red lines from Bright Vision wheels. Went over the taillight with a red Sharpie, and the grill with a black Sharpie. I know it's not the original flat colors, but I just love the way it looks. And as a tribute to what it started as, there's a little bit of the original flat red, right? You can't really see it in the camera, but it's there. This is what I started doing this for, to restore these original red lines. It is such a thrill to do this for you guys. This is actually my third Special Flame purple car, and I just love how this Redline shot purple comes out on these. It's also the third one that I sprayed the base coat on before the purple. I'd love to see what it looks like on a polished car. And we'll get to see that sometime. Guys, check out my Patreon. $5 a month. You can go back and see all the pictures of my builds in progress. Upload as much of it as I can. Follow me on Instagram. I want to say thank you to Diecast Graveyard and all the other guys that came before me and really inspired me to start doing this. And it's just such a thrill to be doing this with you guys. I just want to sit here and keep watching it going around and around and around, but I gotta get the video done. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below, click the like button, and ring the bell for notifications. As always, this is Don the Diecast Pirate, and I will see you next time. I thought I might give you a little bit of a behind the scenes here. So, basically, this is the main airbrush that I use. It has the medium-sized needle in it and everything. And with the cheaper airbrushes, you don't clean them after every use because the seals wear out faster, things like that. I'm not exactly sure, don't quote me on that, but with this airbrush I can clean it after every use because it's a machine fit, right? So I have the seat for the needle. I'm not exactly sure what this piece is called, and the nozzle. Don't quote me on names of things. I just know what they do, right? And usually I can not take this long to get this in. There we go. Now I'm gonna put this in, and then I'm gonna get the needle in and show you something. So I just took the needle out to wipe it off completely. But normally when I take this apart, I unscrew it from here and pull it apart, and I don't even take the needle out of this piece. And when I reassemble it, just like that. I know there's some type of quick disconnect you can get. I was kind of looking at that the other day, but I don't know if I want to get those yet. And this is supposed to be like, you don't have to unscrew this, you can just pop this off and take the needle out. But the issue is, and what I found is that when I take the needle out either way, where it goes through the trigger, it leaves paint residue on the trigger, and I like to clean that off too. And realistically, it doesn't take that much longer. So what I'll do now is crank this all the way up, the air pressure all the way up. I'm just drying it out, and I make sure that I pull the trigger back so I'm not poking my finger on the needle. Now if I block that completely, no air comes out. And then we'll just crank the air pressures back down for the next use. Put the cap on to protect the needle and put it away.